America's story is one of improbable transformation, a handful of rebellious colonies defying the world's greatest empire in 1776. Against all odds, these early Americans dared to imagine a nation built on principles of liberty and self-governance, setting in motion a revolution that would echo through history. With no standing army, no navy, and little wealth, the United States was dismissed as a fragile experiment by many around the world. The odds of survival seemed slim, as the new nation faced internal divisions, external threats, and the daunting task of building a government from scratch. Yet, within just 2 centuries, America achieved the unthinkable. It rose to become the world's leading superpower, shaping global politics, economics, and culture. From the Industrial Revolution to the space race, America's influence reached every corner of the globe. This meteoric rise wasn't a matter of luck or chance. It was the result of bold strategic choices, the harnessing of abundant natural resources, and a revolutionary vision of freedom and opportunity that inspired generations. America's power came not from conquering vast territories, but from building a vast and interconnected network of economic, military, and cultural influence. Its reach extended through trade, alliances, and the spread of ideas. Its strength lay in a robust, innovative economy, a dominant global currency, and a culture that people around the world aspired to embrace. American music, movies, and technology became symbols of modern life. Above all, the American dream became its most powerful export, an idea that promised opportunity, hope, and a better future to all who believed in it, inspiring millions to pursue their own dreams on American soil and beyond. America's ascent began with geography, a continent shielded by the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans. These natural barriers protected it from European wars, allowing the nation to grow in peace. The land itself was rich, fertile plains, vast mineral deposits, and mighty rivers fueled industry and agriculture. Unlike European powers, America didn't need colonies for resources. It had everything at home. This security let the U.S. focus on building railroads, factories, and a self-sufficient economy. America's unique position meant it could engage with the world on its own terms, from a place of strength. The oceans that once isolated it became highways for projecting power and influence worldwide. For decades, America stood apart from the world's conflicts, guided by a strong tradition of isolationism and a belief that the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans would shield it from foreign troubles. The nation focused inward, building its cities, industries, and infrastructure, while largely avoiding the political and military entanglements that shaped Europe and Asia. But the eruption of the World Wars shattered this distance. The scale of global conflict forced the United States to reconsider its role on the world stage, drawing it into events that would reshape its destiny. In World War I, the U.S. supplied the Allies with weapons, food, and vital resources, transforming itself into the world's top predator. As Europe's economies crumbled under the weight of war, America's industries thrived, and its financial power soared, setting the stage for a new era of influence. World War II amplified this transformation even further. American factories, once idle during the Great Depression, roared to life as the arsenal of democracy. They produced planes, tanks, and ships at an unprecedented scale, not only ending the Depression, but also fueling the recovery of nations around the globe. By 1945, the United States stood alone as an economic and military giant. Its homeland was untouched by the devastation that ravaged Europe and Asia, and its returning soldiers were greeted by a nation poised for prosperity, while its rivals struggled to rebuild from ruins. The wars that crippled Europe and Asia propelled America to global leadership. Its industries boomed, its finances soared, and its influence expanded into every corner of the world. The US dollar became the backbone of international trade, and American innovation set new standards for progress. America won the peace by profiting from war, using its newfound wealth and power to shape the post-war order. Through diplomacy and economic strength, it set the stage for a new era of global stability and prosperity. The 20th century belonged to the United States, a nation transformed by conflict into the world's preeminent economic and political superpower. After World War II, America shaped the global economy at Bretton Woods, making the dollar the world's reserve currency. This system anchored international trade and investment, giving the US unmatched financial leverage. The world needed dollars, allowing America to print money, fund its military, and maintain prosperity. Even after the gold standard ended, the dollar's dominance persisted. Oil and other key commodities remained priced in dollars. This exorbitant privilege let the US project power through finance as much as force. The dollar became a tool of influence, binding the world's economies to America's fortunes. America's financial architecture remains the invisible foundation of its global power. As old empires faded, America built a new kind of influence, not through colonies, but through a global network of military bases. These bases, from Europe to Asia, allowed rapid response to crises and protected trade routes without the burdens of direct rule. The US led alliances like NATO, offering security in exchange for strategic partnerships. Its navy ensured safe passage for global commerce, providing stability that benefited all nations. This approach was more flexible and sustainable than traditional imperialism. America's empire of bases gave it unmatched reach, shaping events worldwide without colonial entanglements. It was a superpower by invitation, not by conquest. America's greatest influence may be its culture, the movies, the music, and the stories that have traveled far beyond its borders. From the silver screens of Hollywood to the rhythms of jazz and hip-hop, American creativity has shaped imaginations across continents. These cultural exports, along with the ideals they carry, have captivated the world, inspiring generations to dream bigger and reach further. Hollywood, blue jeans, and rock and roll became global symbols of freedom and possibility, representing a lifestyle that promised excitement, self-expression, and a chance to reinvent oneself. This soft power worked by attraction, spreading values of individualism, opportunity, and the belief that anyone could succeed regardless of their background. The American dream, a belief in upward mobility and the promise of a better life, drew millions of immigrants to its shores and inspired hope in people worldwide, fueling aspirations for freedom and prosperity. During the Cold War, American culture subtly undermined rival ideologies, offering an alternative to oppression and sparking curiosity about democracy, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Today, new powers are rising, and America's dominance is challenged, but its unique blend of geography, strategy, and culture continues to shape global trends and conversations. The question for the 21st century remains: can America adapt and lead in a rapidly changing world, staying true to its ideals while embracing new realities? The story isn't over. It's entering a new chapter, filled with challenges and opportunities as the world watches to see what comes next.